Hello, all QHS families and students. My name is Kevin Mahoney, the athletic director here at Quincy High School. And this is our back to school video from the athletic department. So right now, I'm just going to pull up our presentation. It's about 4 or 5 slides worth. Just go through some contact information with you guys, how to get in touch with me, and also what our athletic seasons are going to be looking like for this 2021 school year. So, all right. So, my name, as I said, Kevin Mahoney, the athletic director here at Quincy High School. And as you can see, there is my my office line and my email. So feel free to reach out to me at any time if you have any questions related to athletics or getting signed up, getting registered, and whatnot as we move on in this school year. Communication, obviously a big piece. So, we mainly use these 2 avenues for communicating with our families and our students. So number 1 is our athletics website, which is located on the Quincy Public Schools website. So the link is right there, but if, we'll post daily announcements, the schedules will be on there, rosters will be on there, our coaches directory is on there, and any postponements that might come up during the season. So, feel free to check that out and, check out the coaches directory, reach out to the coaches if you guys have any questions related to the sports that you guys might be interested in. And then also, if you do have a Twitter account, please follow us at QHS Athletics. I do tweets about schedules, game scores, game updates, and then obviously as we roll on in the school year, I'll be sending out updates related to each season. So if you do have a Twitter, give us a follow. Now, just some requirements to go through for registering and playing a sport here at Quincy High School. So biggest thing is going to be our Family ID registration, which is the Family ID online platform where families are going to sign up their student to play a sport, before each season. So before each season, we'll open up the registration. Right now, our winter registration is actually open. So if you're interested in a winter sport, please go ahead and start registering. It just gives myself, our administration, our nurses, our athletic trainer, the coaches, all your contact information, your emergency contact information, your medical history into one platform for us to easily maintain. The other piece of a big piece is a physical and having an up-to-date physical on file with our nurses. So the physicals are good for 13 months. So if you haven't turned in a new one, you can send in electronic copies to my email or to our nurses. Or if you're in school in a hybrid model, you can certainly stop by the nurse office or my office and drop it off. Impact testing is the other aspect, which is the baseline concussion test that all students will have to do before they start a sport. If you did already take it, then you're all set. But if it's something that you haven't done yet, then what we'll do is we'll actually email out a link to the impact test, and they take about like 20 minutes for you guys just to do at home. Grades, obviously another big piece, maintaining a good grades in your classes. So at the end of each term, we'll be checking report cards, and those that are deemed eligible will be allowed to try out and play the sports. Those that have 2 failing grades on their report card would be ineligible to play. And then the last aspect is a user fee, which each sport requires a user fee to be paid. The values differ from sport to sport, but there is a user fee that is associated with playing here at Quincy High School. And the final slide here is just to give you guys an overview of what we're looking like for this 2020-21 school year. And this is what the MIA had put together for their season calendar. So right now we actually are in the middle of our fall sports season with soccer, cross country, volleyball, and boys golf actually competing in games against other schools and practicing. The winter will be fast approaching. With those sports listed there are traditional winter sports. Before each season, the state will need to make a decision on what they will and will not allow, given the current circumstance that the country is dealing with. So before each season, we'll get some updates from the state. the MIAA and send those out. Basically what sports will be allowed to play, and then how those sports will be played based on certain modifications that they put out there. So that's what it looks like for the winter. Fall 2 is something that they created this year because football and fall cheer were high-risk sports at the start of the fall sports season. So they've now shifted those to the later in February, running through April. And as I mentioned, before each season, the state will get together, the MIA will get together and determine if we'll be able to play those sports. And then lastly, those spring sports listed there and the dates there is what would be played in the spring. So that wraps up the presentation, a few slides that I had. As I mentioned, if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me, call the office. I'll be happy to help you guys out. Take care. Bye-bye.